Welcome back, my incredible viewers, to another exciting episode of Monica Michelle Marketing. And of course, I'm your girl, Monica Michelle, the Solutionist Marketer. Today, we're diving into a topic that I'm sure is going to ignite your marketing genius for your business. We'll be exploring 3 powerful business lessons that we can learn from watching Tyler Perry's captivating documentary, Maxine's Baby, over on Amazon Prime. It was so good. Okay. Plus, make sure you stick around to the end for a special bonus tip that will set your marketing strategies on fire. Get ready to be inspired and let's jump into it. So, the first one is it doesn't matter who believes in you. Don't give up. Put your blinders on and keep pushing through it. Now, when I say this documentary was good, there was moments that I cried. I don't know why. I've never met the man, but I was feeling like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Like, he gave you all the range of all the emotions. I laughed. I did all the things. And in the midst of it, you were able to see how there were constantly people telling him that this isn't going to work, that this ain't working out. Even his mom at one point said, "Sir, you need to get a job." And it's not to say that he never got a job, because of course I have no idea, but he still believed in himself and he knew that it's a difference between you think and you know that this is the thing. You just have to figure out how to push through and how to get over this hump. And it might be a really big hump, right? But the thing is, he put his blinders on and he said, I know this is it. I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I know that I'm good at it. I just have to figure out how to put all the pieces together so that I can get the results that I want and need. And a lot of times that just comes through trial and error and figuring it out. Sometimes it comes with partnering and butting it up with a coach or someone that's a little further down the road from you, that they can pull you along or show you the ropes and kind of get you over these little humps and these things. But that was so good as far as how he constantly showed that he kept pushing. We all know there was a time where the man was sleeping in his car at one time. He was born in Louisiana, went to Georgia to live in Atlanta because he knew that was the place that everything was going to kind of come together for him. And he kept pressing, he kept pushing, he made it happen. Keep pushing. Yes, there's going to be times you want to cry. Yes, it's going to be times where people are not showing up and giving you what you need. Yes, it's going to be times where people say they're going to do something and they don't do it. All these times are inevitable. They're going to happen. There's no way around it. But when something is for you, when something is your passion, your heartfelt, your dream, your whatever, you push through those moments because you enjoy doing what you do and you know you can make it happen, right? Number 2, he said, start where you are, start with what you got, and do what you can do. I don't know if you've ever heard me say this before, but you can do exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And taking the first step is with access to the things that are around you, whether that be reaching out to me and get some marketing help, whether it be, whatever that thing is, there's always something you have access to take the first step of wherever you currently are. And when you take that first step and you maximize the opportunities that are currently around you, you can do so much more. He wrote a play. And the first play, he wrote about what he knew about abuse and things like that, and how to get past it and how it impacts the lives of all those that are around you. He wrote about what he knew. And in the midst of doing that, it gave him the strength and the courage, the confidence to continue to write and to do more. And then he was able to better weave it throughout things. When it came time to do a TV series, he was able to sit down and focus and knock that thing out. He said he wrote scripts in a day. He wrote multiple scripts for TV in one day. How was he able to do that? Because he started where he was. He started with what he had. He started with what he knew, and it made it easy for him to do that. You can do the same exact thing when it comes to your business. You need to show up on social media. You need to connect with somebody, get some marketing help. You know that there's somebody that's waiting for you to make the thing, that you got to sell whatever the thing is, and you need a way to take money. Now, granted, you may not have the most fancy of system to do all of what you really want to do, but what can you start with? What can you do today to go ahead and get this thing started, to get it moving, to get it exactly where, it doesn't have to be perfect when you first start. What the Bible tells us, do not despise small beginnings. Well, this is the beginning. And when you start with where you are and what you have, your mind, a pen, a paper, a prayer, a thought, a journal, when you start with where you are and start being aware of the opportunities that are around you, for all you know, people might start saying, hey, let me help you. If you start having conversations, because maybe that's what you have access to all these people that are around you, and you got to have some conversations. And when you start having those conversations and telling people what you're dreaming and asking them about them, and a lot of times they might say, I'll help you. Pay me back on the back end. Don't worry about paying me back. Whatever the thing is, they may help you. Number 3, and don't forget, make sure you subscribe and follow this video if you're finding these tips to be helpful, because at the end of the day, we're going to continue to put out more and more marketing videos that's going to help walk you through how to do things, that's going to give you some encouragement, that's going to show you some of these new marketing trends and things like that are out. And I want to be able to help, right? So number 3, now this video right here, he said he always wanted to be able to give back to his mom. And if you know about a lot of the stuff you hear about Tyler Perry, everyone always says that he's so generous. That's like a constant. He always gives back. Even the guy that he grew up believing was his father, and they don't have a good relationship, they didn't have a good relationship when they was little, he still gives back to him. There's times where he'll run into other actresses and actors or whatever. I've heard he bought people cars, and when he dedicated theaters and stuff like that, the sound stages on his studio campus, he gave back, and he recognized where those moments were of people that haven't been recognized, and he recognized them in a really big way. It was really beautiful to see how the moments that he gave back throughout the movie itself, or throughout the documentary itself. It was really good. Now, here's the bonus. There's a lane for everybody. Would say you can't write scripts like this. 1, Black people don't come to the movie theater. He said, all right, I'm finna show you that they do. 2, they said, why are you writing about this stuff? Why are you writing the content that you're writing? Because people can identify with the content that I'm writing, because they can relate to it. Why? Because I'm not the only one who had this abuse growing up. There's tons of other people that also had this abuse. And in return, why can't we talk about it? Why can't we laugh about it? Why can't I get you to see a bigger picture of what it really is and deal with that, help you deal with it through laughter? Now, there's a lane for everybody. No, he's not everybody's cup of tea. No, he can't make everybody happy. No, everybody's not going to love everything that he's doing. But at the end of the day, there's a group of people, there's a pocket of people that will love it. There's a pocket of people that had the abuse and they can relate. There's a pocket of people that maybe didn't have the abuse, but they still can relate to what he's talking about. Maybe they know someone. Maybe they can empathize. Maybe they just find him funny. Maybe they like his serious stuff. Whatever the reason that these people want to connect with him on, that's for them. For him, he has to get the information out. For your business, you have to get that information out. There's something that you can do. There's something that you have that someone else needs. And no, it may not be perfect now. It may not be the beautifulest. It may not be best dressed and have the most perfect packaging. But when they really need what it is that you're talking about, what you're offering, the packaging, do I really care that much? When Amazon dropped off my last package, did I say, it's got a nick in a box? No, I was like, okay, give me the stuff. I didn't buy it for the pretty packaging. I bought it for the content. I bought it for the quality. I connect with that there. So sometimes you may feel like you're the only one, and this is not happening to anyone else. You're the only one, and no one else is going to be able to understand why you do it the way you do it. How come you do? No, there's going to be a group of people that's going to love and appreciate how you keep videos super short, how you take these really complex ideas and you can chop them down and talk and present it in regular layman's terms so that anybody can understand it and that it doesn't seem complex. They're going to love that and they're going to enjoy it. At least that's what people is telling me about my videos. They like it because I can just bring it down and then they get it, right? So the same thing with your business. When you want to be able to build trust, when you want to be able to connect with your audience, show up authentically as you. Show up beautifully as you. Show up in your best light. If you don't want to be on camera, turn the camera on, put something over the camera hole and talk to a black screen. Show up. They just want the information. Start a podcast so that way you ain't got to worry about a video at all. Since you're clearly ready to learn more about marketing and showing up with as the total you, then make sure you subscribe and watch the next video.